Alright, hello everyone. Sorry for the delay, we had some technical issues as per every single Spyrothon ever. So, without further delay, we're gonna go with 2v2 Lockout Bingo. Spyro, you're the dragon. Team Green is gonna be Charity Royale and Danta Fanta, and Team Blue is gonna be Cotote and TK. With commentary, Nitroff and Wet. So, are all the competitors ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll count you guys down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, Nitroff Wet. Good luck, the runners.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Let's go.
Howdy, y'all.
Crystal and Sergeant Bird. Are there any big egg
How's
cards?
it going?
Oh, 15 homeworld eggs. You do that one. Okay. Hello?
The stream has not revealed the card. Okay, there it is.
Hello?
So,
Alright,
Hello?
so let's go. Spyro 3 Bingo. Just as a warning like that,
Hello?
this is the first time I ever see Spyro 3
you not
Bingo
hear me?
myself, so I might get
Yeah.
blocked.
it's
Oh,
the
okay.
it's the first time for both of us. This is a very new development and hasn't really been
All right.
completely connected with the speedrunning community. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for ourselves as well.
I don't know at the moment.
So just as a bit of
Okay, yeah,
context,
okay, well, you should
Spyro 3
go-
is not like
you should go
Spyro 2 where you can go to any place in the game in like less than 10 minutes if you just have enough conviction. In Spyro 3, normally you actually have to go through all the levels in order to unlock the next homeworlds, as well as unlock like get 85 eggs or something like that for Dino Mines and 90 for Harbor Speedway. So what the Spyro 3 bingoers have done is they have created a hacked save state that they're using with EPSXC that already has 100 eggs, so all the levels are unlocked and already have all the end of level eggs and all the boss beaten. So that makes it so they can go to any homeworld from the very start if they want to, as well as enter all of the Midnight Mountain homeworld from the start.
This also inherently makes this currently an emulator only thing, which depending on how you feel is it you're okay with it or you're not, but we'll get past that. That doesn't really matter in this scenario. We're here, we're watching / whatevering bingo. So
So another kind of unusual thing here is that during normal bingo, you usually get a few minutes at the start of the run to get started, to look at the board and plan out your first moves. This time it looks like the runners here have all just started moving right from the start. They've probably looked at the board, found the first goal that they thought they could knock out, and just ran to that goal. We already have 2 people in Midday Gardens and 1 other going to another homeworld.
I believe part of that
Midday
was
Garden as
due
well.
to opting for having colors for their teams. Since doesn't the colors reset if you quit out of the game?
Yeah, but in the first place, the save state does load them directly in Sunrise Spring.
Ah, right. So you probably see top left started by going into Cloud Spires, which I'm assuming was to alongside just collecting some gems and stuff, was for probably paying money bags. That's a very cheap money bags and can be pretty quick to get to. As well as there's
a goal for Sun Seeds.
yeah,
and
there's a goal
they also went to
they went to Bell Towers.
I don't know if there's a goal for that. I can't find it.
Danta was spending a little while trying to do Whirlwind Bypass Swim, but couldn't really get it, so they're moving on as to keep up with time.
Cotote, it looks like he's currently knocking off mini bosses for the first row, third column goal. I'm trying to take notes of everything that's happening. Also, to note, this is a lockout bingo, which means only one team can complete a given goal. If you happen to be a bit too late to complete a goal, you're locked out of it, and need to move on to something else. The winner of this event is going to be the first team to get 13 goals, which is basically more than 50% of the board.
Since this is lockout, and as Nitroff explained how it works, it tends to make things quite hectic. On both the commentator and the viewer ends, there's 4 different streams to keep up with. They're going to be going all over the place to make sure that they're keeping up with each other or trying to get ahead of the other team. And as we mentioned before, this is the first time we've really watched a Spyro 3 bingo board in action, meaning that we're also going to be in a very frantic state throughout most of this.
It's like I keep going back and forth between my 2 screens. Okay, what might everyone be doing at this moment? Okay, there's a 15 homeworld eggs now. How do you keep track of that?
I mean, the same way that you do with orbs in Spyro 2.
There are much fewer orbs in Spyro 2 than there are eggs in Spyro 3.
That's just a stipulation.
That's a fact, my friend. Okay, they really went at it. Someone has already completed Tiki Heads and Sun Seeds. Apparently Charlie Royall, which makes sense. I'd already noted about the Sun Seeds thing, but I forgot to read the Tiki Head part. And apparently 15 Homeworld Eggs was already checked out by TK as well, so 2 goals already knocked off the board.
So yeah, I guess that's what TK was doing. TK was just doing a sweep through Homeworlds, and is now, well, they aren't taking charge in Evening Lake anymore. We now have 2 teams in there, but
Hello, Sparks.
there will one nice thing about Spyro 3 bingo is unlike Spyro 2, there's a whopping 4 homeworlds instead of 3. And because of the direct access, due to how the bingo's set up, it's very easy to separate out everybody so that they're in different areas of the game. So we're going to be seeing a lot of different content all at once, I would imagine, all the time. There's going to be very rare moments where we'll have people in the same exact level.
Yeah, it looks like Cotote right now is doing Blue Thieves. If I remember correctly, that was one of the goals. I can't find it, but yeah. I guess one other thing that's worth noting is during normal bingo, when all you care about is your own screen and you just want to complete all the goals as fast as possible, you're basically going to accumulate uncompleted goals and knock them off near the end when it makes sense to do so. But in lockout here, I guess the strategy is mostly to try and complete every goal as fast as you can, one at a time, to make sure that you don't waste any time doing something that you might end up just not having time to do because the other team is already doing the same thing.
Look in voice chat in the Discord real quick, I trust. There's a cheat sheet for us.
Yeah, I already have it open.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Someone's doing Sparks levels.
Yes, it's probably related to the
150
bosses
gems.
and Sparks bosses, as well as 150 gems. That's one of the big things when it comes to making sure that you're like setting up bingo well. It's not going to be as prevalent with lockout as Nitroff stated before. But one of the big things with regular bingo is making sure that stuff synergizes well, so that you're able to do a bunch of partial goals all at the same time, instead of just completing goals as fast as possible, which doesn't work as much in lockout, but is definitely still a factor, because there are some long-term goals in here, such as like 8 return home portals, as well as the boss killing ones.
And 3,000 gems.
Yeah, so those are all long-term goals to just keep up with, and they synergize with a lot of different areas in the game.
I just found the blue egg thieves. Row 3, column 5. I'm proud.
So we talked about this beforehand because Nitroff and I were able to look at the bingo board beforehand. We're expecting a lot of the goals will end up converging in the end to something like Dino Tunnel and Snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or the Speedway eggs. Those
Speedway eggs.
mean,
Eight
they're
return
not-
home. Eight
Yeah.
return home portals has a high chance of taking a while as well, just because that's a very easy one to just straight up forget.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the kind of goal that you're just going to have to keep in mind and just get into a return home portal when it makes sense if you want to have a chance of completing it. Someone's going to have to do auto scrollers.
For anyone that doesn't know, by the way, Snakes is the Agent 9 challenge in Haunted Tomb.
Right, yeah. How do you prep the game for a Spyro 3 bingo? There's basically a save state that's used by the community that just has everything already set up, which is basically all of the end-of-level eggs collected and 100 eggs hacked into the game as a count, just to unlock everything from the very start.
Ooh, Danta's video if you got nice and crispy there for a bit.
Hi, Spyro and Sparks.
And now we have Charity entering the second and I guess last Sparks level to complete Column 2, Row 4, 150 gems in Cotote and Spider Town, as well, I believe, as trying to move forward in combined bosses and mini-boss goal. We have 2 people in Charmed Ridge. I wonder if we're going to see some snipe happening there.
There is a good chance. What do we have going on in here? We have 7 eggs in Charmed, Dino, and Bentley. And, I mean, there's also money bags, but I don't know if I don't think there's a general money bags goal. I think there's ones for, just specific levels. I'm pretty sure it is just the 7 eggs, and those are just being worked on.
So I took a closer look at the board. Apparently column 3 has, well, if it were normal bingo, that would be good synergy, but in general, in the board, there's 3 combined bosses and mini-boss, as well as 4 combined bosses and Sparks bosses. Those 2 goals have extremely good synergy with each other.
There's also the gems in Desert and Spooky and Tanks 2 and Sharks.
Mm-hmm.
So you at least would have 2 or you'd be going to Desert Ruins for 2 different things.
Yeah, and Spooky has one of the mini-bosses that you can
Yes.
try to get, so...
And 15 homeworld eggs is really quick no matter how you put it.
As shown by the fact that it was one of the first goals. In fact, the first goal to be knocked out by anyone. And Chardy just finished his second goal, I believe, with 150 gems in Cotote and Spider Town.
I see
Cotote is doing sharks.
I see Danta's completely moved on from being in Evening Lake and is now in Dino Mines. I was not expecting that, actually. I was expecting to see 2 players staying in Evening Lake for a while to collect eggs. Though, I guess that really tells you that they're both gunning for 7 eggs in Charmed, Dino, and Bentley. And it's looking like Danta's probably going to take that because what he can do in Dino Mines is probably overall going to be faster than what has been left in Charmed Ridge for TK.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with what TK has done outside of Charmed Ridge before that.
He hasn't. Or was he in Desert Ruins? No. I know TK did the homeworld eggs, but I think aside from that, they have just gone into Icy Peak, and Charmed Ridge.
Well, that's a lot more than I can say.
Which means they're probably looking more towards 15 evening eggs.
Yes. Okay, and there you go.
There we
Danta
go.
just finished the 7 eggs in Charmed and Dino. And Bentley. I don't think he's entered Bentley, but...
It's 7 eggs. That's pretty easy to get to.
So I wonder if we're going to see a quick turnaround from TK because of that snipe.
There's what, 15 eggs total in those 3 levels? Because there's 6 in every regular level and 3 in side character levels.
Yes, but I believe that end-of-level eggs don't count in this setup because they're already collected in order to allow for homeworld movement. Therefore, it would be 5 plus 5
12.
plus 2, so 12.
So TK spat away a seed onto the cliff, so luckily that didn't really change anything.
Now that I say that, I don't know if side characters end-of-level eggs work the same. I believe you can collect those again.
That is true. I believe, yeah, you should be able to.
Cotote just knocked out 2 goals at once, all eggs in Desert Ruins as well as 800 combined gems in Desert and Spooky. So we have a good tie currently between the 2 teams. Could go either way. I honestly can't keep up. Honey Speedway.
That's a hot take there. Though, if the race isn't involved, it's not too bad. Honey Speedway time attack isn't particularly slow. Unless you're doing the route TK is doing, but...
So is it really just for evening eggs that they're doing? Because
I
don't
hope
see any
not.
goal.
There is an evening lake eggs. It's column 2, row 2.
Column 2, row 2, yeah, but I don't see any Honey Speedway specific goal.
No.
Which makes me question that play, but I mean, we're not the runners. We don't know what we're doing.
When it comes to eggs in speedways, Honey Speedway is the slowest of all of them. So, at least when you're getting everything.
Yeah, the time attack itself is one of the faster ones when you're doing the strats, but
these are not the strats.
These are not the strats. The strats are extremely difficult, so
we can both vouch for that pretty heavily. Got the person. You didn't make the route. It wasn't it Vanny, or was it you that made the most recent Honey Speedway route?
The Honey Speedway route has been the same for as long as I remember.
Okay.
So before I joined the community.
I don't know who made the fastest one that's used in time attacks and now runs.
Yeah, that was before 2012.
All I know is that it's the only record I have left in OG Spyro 3. Rest in peace, 149 egg, he'll be missed.
Oh, and Charity just marked beat 4 combined bosses and Sparks bosses. I wonder, like, I have the suspicion that mini bosses and Sparks bosses don't count towards the same boss, the same goal, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I would have thought that those both counted together. Maybe they just didn't see the goal.
Maybe.
Or maybe they have their own rule set.
Maybe their play is to, I don't know. I don't think there's any play here.
There's I believe there's 11 bosses if you include super bonus round, but excluding that, because of course we're excluding that, there's I believe 10. There's 4 Sparks bosses, there's 2 or 4 regular bosses and 2 mini bosses.
Bluto and Sleepyhead.
Yeah.
Surprised how few mini bosses there are.
They're more of an afterthought.
Yeah, I mean,
Twin Dragons?
they have health bars.
Yeah, I'd probably say those count. I'm for. I like to expunge those from my mind usually.
I mean, if we're going by health bar, boxing would also count. Monka
Ooh, this is a hot take. This is what truly is a boss. What truly is a mini boss?
A mini boss is a small boss.
Is cereal a soup?
Deep breaths. We've got 2 people in Bentley right now. Seems Danta and TK are under a lot more than they realize.
Oh, we got unlocked 3 locked chests. I was wondering when that was going to happen. I thought I saw Cotote in Spooky Swamp at one point.
You get an achievement in authority for all mini bosses, and Twin Dragons gives you 1. There you go then. I guess Twin Dragons can count as a mini boss. What does the cheat sheet say? Characters? No, I don't.
I don't think it's in here.
Interesting.
Whatever. Something that I'm happy to see so far is no one's been going to do lizard skating. I did see someone do Bluto though. I saw Bluto, so that means lizard skating is on the table soon.
It's only lizard skating 1. It's fine. That'd probably be one of the first things I'd gone to.
Yeah. Yeah, probably same. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you already have the end level egg of Sunny Villas.
Yeah.
Not
You
to
can just
mention
go
proxies
directly
exist.
there.
If you have proxy, you can go right there really quick.
In fact, it seems like Charity's heading there right now.
Yes, he is. Who's the one that did Bluto? I thought it was Danta that did.
Hi, Spyro.
I don't remember. Like, I have post-it notes open for each of them, but I forget to keep track of who does what, which is really professional of me. "15 evening eggs," just, or like last minute, was checked off by TK. We did point out the fact that he was doing that with Honey Speedway, so we're glad to see some closure here. And then I guess Cotote is currently doing tanks, probably trying to mark off the middle goal here with tanks 2 and sharks.
They do already have sharks done, so just have to get through tanks 2, and then they'll have that goal. Charity is having fun trying to get lizards right now. We have Danta currently doing the Hunter Challenge in Country Speedway. And I'll get back to you when I see why.
Row 4, column 5. Hunter eggs in Country and Harbor.
Ah, okay. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen Real work towards 100% Seashell Shore, actually. There's been
There's a
at
few
least
people
one
who've done
entrance.
Bluto.
Yeah, Bluto has been done by at least one person. And they could have had 100% Seashell all to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It can be.
I'm guessing the play here is to try to scare the other team off of doing it by already making Bluto irrelevant. So
That
you
is a
remove
good
Bluto
point.
from the equation by doing Lizard Skating 1 and Bluto, and the other team won't have any reason to go to Seashell, so you can leave that goal for
Hey,
later. Because at that point, the other team have to assume that you've done a lot in Seashell already, or just
All right,
are
if you
finishing
can
Bluto
catch
at that
all the
point and are
lizards
finishing
without-
Seashell.
Currently thinking about flying with the planes in the time attack. I don't think anyone has done a return home portal yet.
That's correct. At least I haven't seen any.
Let's see, we got Crystal Slide and Hunter Race. That's going to be a long goal probably to get to. I don't think anyone's going to want to do Hunter Race until it's necessary.
Yeah. And we just saw here TK probably was intending to do Hunter Egg, but had to bail off because that was knocked off not too long ago by Danta. Royall finishing Lizard Skating 1 and Bluto, Cotote finishing Tanks 2 and Sharks. We see a lot of activity on the board here.
Charity finally getting in there with Swim. He originally, I'm pretty sure the reason he entered Sunnyville was because he failed Tree Swim earlier. So he's like, I'm right here, I might as well work on this. So now since he got Tree Swim, he's able to go into Sheila real quick to work on entering 4 side character levels, or entering all 4 side character levels. That's actually a very interesting goal. Enter all 4 side character levels. You would generally think maybe, oh man, that's quite expensive because Agent 9's like 1,400, I think. Bentley's 1,000. Sergeant Bird's 700, and Sheila is 300.
But
So
truthfully, the only one that those guys will need to buy is Agent 9 and Midnight Mountain, because it's the only one that you can't enter without paying
Spyro,
unless you
I-
defeat the Sorceress. So there's some
Right.
kind of weird synergy here with defeating bosses. If you don't want to collect 1,000 gems, you can always defeat the Sorceress first and collect the gems later. But more importantly than that, we have a 3,000 gems goal, which means that any time that they spend collecting gems is not time wasted.
and not to mention, both of the boss goals are now gone, meaning that doing Sorceress is an even bigger waste of time.
Ooh. Danta just failed the time attack in Mushroom? But I guess they were only there for the gems, so it's fine.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet, the stream for us. Ah, now they've left, okay. Looks like we're probably going to be seeing the start of some work towards Nancy and Panda auto-scroller, with Charity entering Bamboo.
TK has already done Panda Autoscroller, so I'm assuming they are currently heading for Nancy at this very moment. Which means
Yes,
they
which-
are rendering Chardy's current goal more or less useless. Unless, well, Chardy basically skipped the Panda Autoscroller area, so I'm assuming they're actually heading to another goal.
Yeah, they
requiring-
might be. They're probably, since it looks like they're doing Swim, they're probably trying to get into the Bentley area. Or no, now they've noticed that they have Panda Autoscroller on there.
2 people in Cloud Spires
Please
now,
help us.
paying money bags in Cloud. I think it's 200 gems.
Yep. Now officially had 3 different people enter Cloud Spires. can't believe we're seeing the auto scroller and not the new strats that have been developed where you skip going on the boat. That strat's actually insanely hard, so I'm not going to dock any points here.
As far as I know, I'm still the only one who's done it in any kind of real-time run scenario.
I would think about trying it, but I haven't been running Spyro 3, and
Fair
I
enough.
don't plan to for a bit.
Ben
Boatless
is the
do be
future.
the future.
Totally agreed there. And yeah, right now we have TK finishing the Nancy autoscroller, and Nancy and Panda autoscroller goal. I'm surprised we don't have. Okay, so currently it's 7 to 8. 7 goals completed for green and 8 completed for blue. Blue is basically just about to complete their 9th. And on the green side, I don't see much progress being done here. Like, we already know
There's the
that
9th.
TK is most likely going to take the Nancy and Panda autoscroller egg.
I think Cotote is currently working on entering all 4 side character levels. Hence why they just bought Sergeant Bird, which, as we mentioned before, not exactly worth it. There are much better things that you could be spending those gems on, considering there is an out of bounds in every homeworld except for Midnight Mountain.
I'm sure you would. Please.
But they also might be, if they have the gems and they just entered midday, it's going to be faster to just go over and pay for it. Not by much, but it'll be a little bit faster. So currently they're going to be working on 700 combined gems in Crystal and Sergeant Bird. They've already collected a bunch of gems in Crystal Islands, so that goal is going to be checked off pretty soon.
It looks like Charity bailed off of.
I did not
Panda
see
autoscroller.
that. I did not see the row 4 column 1. Buy a character and pay money bags in Cloud and Crystal.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I did not. I completely missed that. As I mentioned before, though, I still probably would have used that to buy Agent 9.
For sure. But, and on the other hand, maybe it's a play to make sure that you get that goal off earlier, because you don't need quite as many gems. So if you're really close to it and like know that you'll be able to get more gems later, because basically you know that everyone's going to have to get at least 1,400 gems just to buy Agent 9. So, not the kind of play that you would see in a single-player bingo or a non-lockdown bingo, but it is something that you.
Charity was going around looking for the Sergeant Bird portal and swam a little too low.
Oh.
Not something I've seen in a bit, but it's definitely something that can happen. The thing I always like to think about when trying to enter Sergeant Bird from out of bounds is the portal is always higher than you think it is.
Mm-hmm. Until it's lower than you think it is, and then you always go too low.
Well, Charity is always going too low right now.
Yeah. I used to basically try to line myself up with some of the scenery in the background. But yeah. Too low.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of too low.
Oh, there it is.
I actually thought that was still going to be too low.
TK doing the sorceress now. I guess that's their goal. That's their plan to unlock Agent 9.
Risky move. Using up a
Considering the
good...
bosses were already knocked off the board here.
Yeah, and that's inherently like a good 2.5 to 3 minutes that are now just being used up that green team are able to capitalize on.
So Danta currently doing the hunter race. Bold
Never
move.
mind. Never mind. TK just left.
They probably didn't notice that the bosses were already marked off.
That seems likely. So we still got 4 Agent 9 eggs up on the board. I don't think a single Agent 9 egg has been collected so far. Those should be reasonably quick ones to get when it comes down to it. Currently, Cotote is looking for something to do. Ah, they were looking at gem counts so that they could get the 700 combined. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, was there a save state that was just done?
I don't know. Apparently, TK
I will glad.
TK might have reloaded the save state, unfortunately. Because his egg count is back down to 100. I don't know what the...
Oh, was
was
that what it
included.
was? He got anti-piracy?
Oh.
That's interesting.
Oh.
That's that could be an issue coming down the line. The
Oh.
anti-piracy features in Spyro 3 are especially strange.
They're harsh.
There is a good chance we might be seeing some missing eggs.
Well, I guess since they were in the lead, that might just make things more more balanced
Interesting.
in the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, now he's going to 100%
You did it, Spyro.
Seashell
Seashell
Shore.
Shore.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Spyro too. I was about to say Sunny Beach. We'll see if there's any missing gems or eggs over time, because as I just mentioned, that's a thing with anti-piracy in this game. Having some missing gems or missing eggs, the game will just overall try to make sure that you're not able to complete the game. Which, jokes on the game, you already have 100 eggs. Oh yeah, if anyone ever wants to look at stuff with the anti-piracy, there's a great video by Tech Rolls on YouTube. Highly recommend it. Goes pretty well in depth on everything that happens.
So we're
think it's
still
Tech
at
Rolls.
11 for blue and 7 for green goals completed. Green is currently trying to probably open the door for Agent 9, just like we saw TK attempt earlier by defeating the Sorceress. And Danta here is currently doing Crystal Islands, so probably headed for the Crystal Slide because he's already completed the Hunter race, as we saw earlier.
That was the most special snowflake swim in air spot I've seen. I've never seen someone get swim in air over there.
You've seen the task get swimming over there.
Well, the task had a good reason for it.
True.
Oh, smart. Getting the end level egg right before they enter. Otherwise, things
Otherwise,
get
you'll
weird.
get black screen exiting.
There's some great side effects with that black screen, by the way. They could have made it so that they had clown vomit colors while they played the rest of the level, but that's not happening. So. Yeah, that was the video, the one that Venom posted.
So I'm guessing the goal when doing speedway eggs like this is to get gems, a lot of gems, because truly it makes sense that like 400 gems in 40 seconds in the case of a good honey speedway is kind of very good compared to what you can get in other levels.
Even if you're doing it slower, 400 gems in like a minute 10
Yeah.
is not bad at all either.
That's basically the only reason I can think of for people to doing speedways at this point.
Charity's sorceress was fine. That's going to make enter all 4 side character levels very easy and about to be gotten.
Nice. And we got Danta entering Dino Mines right now. Oh, 3,000 gems just knocked off by Cotote. Hard to keep
What
track
is
of that, but apparently that's a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so as I was saying, Danta is
Ah,
entering Dino Mines, probably headed to the Dino Tunnel. I don't think I've seen anyone doing snakes yet.
oh, it'll be.
No. I'm sure that's going to be connected with 4 Agent 9 eggs. I'm expecting what we're going to see right now is we're going to see all 3 Agent 9 eggs on Charity's end when it comes to Agent 9's lab, and then we're probably going to see snakes as the 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
Though... Yeah, no. Danta right now, I'm probably trying to do return home portals right now.
Yeah, as we've predicted, return home portals is one of the last things that's going to be done. I still don't remember seeing anyone entering a return home
These
portal. So
indicators.
if we go all the way to the full board, because well, this happened to be a close race in the end. So if we do complete the board, return home portals is definitely going to be the last thing that we're going to see at this point.
Wait. What's... Oh, right. Because they're in Midnight Mountain,
You
all
cleared
of
them
the end level eggs were actually not needed to be gotten in those.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So that's why that wasn't there.
Just
There is
as
an okay chance that Cotote could take this this Agent 9 eggs goal with using Ninja, or this isn't Ninja HQ, this
Nice
is
work.
just the Agent 9 section of Fireworks Factory.
Mm-hmm. That's
But-
2 actually very quick Agent 9 eggs.
Now
They're
I can
very
switch.
quick unless you're playing it the way they are right now.
True.
It has the ability to be an insanely quick egg, but
Do those count if you do Agent Spyro? Monka,
I would think so. So it's looking like everything's going to be coming up finished
The
very soon. As mentioned before, or actually I don't think it was mentioned here. It was mentioned in call before it all started. The plan was to end as soon as a team gets 13.
Unless both teams are close and it wouldn't take too long to finish the full
Which-
board. Which at this point is kind of likely the only
Yeah,
outlier
true.
here. Basically 8 return home portals, which... Well, we've seen someone enter a return home portal with Haunted Tomb on, I think, a Danta screen earlier. But that's still the only one I remember.
By the way, 4 goals left. Blue has 1 more goal left to win, and
Mhm.
they are going to get that very shortly.
As soon as they find the last gems in Seashell Shore.
Yeah, and no, there's no gems in the water tunnel. Oh, right, they're doing 100%.
Yeah,
Silly
I didn't
me.
remember that. I didn't realize that they hadn't done Water Tunnel yet, but they also haven't gotten 400 out of 400 yet. So that's going to be...
I was just thinking that it was all gems for some reason instead of 100%.
Right, so we got Cotote up there entering the Fireworks Factory end of level portal.
This could be a goal that Cotote is able to snipe in essence, depending on the levels that they pick.
Mm-hmm. I can see right now Danta is probably also working towards that goal. There's no other reason
Yeah.
to enter Molten. Charity Royal just exited. What level was that?
That was Agent 9's
Agent
lab.
9, right. So
They just
Charity
collected-
Royal is probably headed to Haunted Tomb right now to get the last egg that they need.
Yep.
And probably planning on synergizing that with Dino Tunnel down the line if it's not already completed.
Danta continuing on the quick egg or quick end level portals by going into Cloud Spires now, with Cotote on their tail now doing Dino Mines, which is only quick if you know the speedrun strats, and they do not, so they're going to be going all the way around the level.
Behind this door,
This isn't me trying to throw shade. I'm just.
here's the
It may seem like it at times. I'm just a shit poster. Yeah, there's some
The
jumps
axle
that you can
thrust,
do
yeah.
off. You do a jump off of a window, and then you do a squeeze proxy off of the axle of the giant wagon.
Oh, I see what Cotote is doing here. Getting swim. Swim in Dino Mines, not something you see every day.
That
It is
is
a quick way to enter Agent 9's area?
This is a very
They-
slow set of eggs.
But considering they have not completed Agent 9 yet,
This
Agent 9's lab,
was,
they can't enter Haunted Tomb.
yeah, this was their only option, aside from beating
Fireworks
Sorceress
Factory.
or getting all of the getting the gems required.
But yeah, Charity Royale is the one to that's going to take that goal. Well, apparently maybe not, because they're also doing the challenge normally without the out of bounds. So
All right, blue team just won. We're still
Alright.
going to see the board finished out, but GG to blue team.
Green team marking off also their 10th goal a little while back
Behind
with 8
this
return
door,
home portals.
here-
So, well, really all we're looking at here
Here's
is the
the
first
video.
person to complete Dino Tunnel and Snakes, which seemingly is likely going to be Charity Royal, from what I can tell. Snakes is actually a surprisingly costly goal in the end, because it does require you to complete Agent 9's lab before you can even attempt it.
Yeah. Especially if you're not doing the out of bounds as well. The challenge is actually fairly long and fairly
Mhm.
difficult.
So yeah, you're gonna see everyone who hasn't yet unlocked Agent 9 trying to head there, just to have something to do, I guess.
There is actually a chance that Cotote steals this goal. There's a
But-
very good chance that
For
Cotote
Agent
steals
9
this
eggs?
goal. Yeah, I'm for Agent 9 eggs.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying Charity Royal is still going to be the one to take the row 5, column 4 that's still pending here.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Cotote hasn't done Dino Tunnel, so they'd still have to do that before they entered Snakes. They would need Charity to be screwing up for a long time. There are 3 eggs in Agent 9's lab, Luca.
Why is TK back in Source? Probably, as I said, to try and unlock Agent 9 and work towards that goal, because, well, that's the only thing they really can do at this point. Especially
Knowing
considering the other member of their team is already working for 4 Agent 9 eggs, so they need to work towards Snakes at this point.
I was gonna say, knowing what happened last time, they were probably
Yeah.
going to get warped out again, and yeah, they did.
Truly, but I mean that's still the only thing that they had a chance at even doing, so cross fingers.
Alright, Charity is now in the last room of snakes, so we should be seeing the end coming up very shortly. Hopefully. They look like they could potentially die.
There's a fodder to the right. Come on, get that butterfly. Dude, there's a butterfly
Do they?
right up there.
I don't think they see it.
Oh. Well, guess we're here for a little while longer.
Behind this
So, how's chat doing? Hope chat's doing okay.
Yeah, apparently TK had the double jump ISO
Oh,
loaded
okay.
instead of the main thing, so kind of makes it so blue should be disqualified maybe, but
He
I
wasn't
don't think they have abused
using
it.
it.
So.
Really, he used it once on accident.
Mm-hmm. It's not an ISO, just a cheat. Similarly, it's an unfortunate mistake, but as I said, they haven't abused it, so we have no reason to... Like, worst case, or best case in this case, I don't know. They have actually been hindered by it with not having been able to open Agent 9 and instead being sent back to Sunrise Spring right from the right as they attempted to be the sorceress. So TK is locked out of doing anything. It's on Cotote right now to try and make their way through the Agent 9 level just to go to Snake. And, well, considering Royall is already in there trying to do it, I think the chances are slim of Cotote managing to catch up.
Yeah, this is going to be a long effort on Cotote's end, requiring Charity to keep scoring up, which, I mean, he has been doing. There is a non-zero chance that Blue ends up taking this goal.
I'm actually surprised.
I don't want to see that happen.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a chance.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that they aren't doing the out of bounds in this level, which is fairly easy. Definitely easier, in my opinion, than doing the challenge itself.
Oh,
It
without
only
a
requires
doubt.
you to practice a little bit.
There's a very good, clean setup to do it.
Mhm.
It's very consistent.
First room, clean the first room, mash up left, or zigzag up left, and you're out of bounds.
Yeah, as long as you make sure to hold L1 while you're going up the wall, it's very easy.
The common mistake, in fact.
And then, of course, there's also the very first room, way out, but we wouldn't be expecting to see that.
Mm-hmm.
That one's not particularly bad either, as long as you have a good setup.
I can vouch.
It makes all of the movement to get to the egg a lot more awkward, though.
A lot more awkward, but potentially faster.
True.
Because we're talking about speed here. The goal is to finish first, so...
Yeah. We're looking for stuff to talk about.
Royall in the last room, currently clearing up the last 3 Earth Shapers. I think we're going to see the end in just about a minute here. Less than that.
They keep missing the snowballs. There's... Okay. Okay, there's one left.
And
Alright.
here we go. Last... Oh, wait, no, they haven't done Dino Tunnel yet.
Oh!
Oh, boy.
We still got more gameplay.
I thought I'd seen
just
Dino
got you
Tunnel earlier,
baited.
but I guess not. I mean, Dino Tunnel is not trivial either, so there is still a chance that Cotote might finish, like, very slim, but it's still there. A chance that Cotote might finish Agent 9 and head to Dino Mines after that. Because Cotote has already finished Dino Tunnel. It's just that whatever goal they have left, whatever objective they have left in that task is definitely a little bit more ambitious on Cotote's side than on Charlie Royall's.
Just realized that TK decided to softlock themselves. Oh, now they didn't.
I mean, if you have to softlock this game, the best way to do it is to zombie and then head into frozen altars. Get grabbed by one of those snowballs. Best
Get
screensaver.
thrown up the wall.
Alright.
But we're talking about speed. The quickest way is to get the cutscene storage off of Bianca right at the start, and then talk to Hunter right outside of Cloud Spires.
Huh, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, you can softlock the game in, I think it's like 13 seconds.
Nice.
You're just permanently stuck there with Hunter trying to talk to you, but because there's the cutscene initiation, like widescreen bars, those stop Hunter from being able to talk.
Alright, get
So
ready
he
on
just kind of
time.
stands there.
Charlie Royall is just about to complete the last goal.
All right.
And time. Congratulations, runners.
Hello. Well, that was an interesting race. Very interesting.
Okay.
Interesting race.
What were those save state mishaps?
Did fuck up. I did fuck up the save state, guys.
How? Did you use the double jump save state?
Yeah, I was
Oh my
defeating the
gosh.
sorcerers and it put me back into Sunrise
Yeah,
Springs.
so we were doing a practice attempt the other day, and I accidentally used a double jump
Damn it.
state. We had to start, but he didn't check that if he was using it or not. So, I mean, did you double
Yeah.
jump at all, TK?
Nah, I didn't double jump at all, I think.
Well, I don't know. If
There
you guys-
was one, but it didn't help.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Is it like at the after the? Oh, that one was to check. Like, is it after the mess up?
Yeah, it was after the
Yeah,
mess
that
up.
one was to check because yeah.
You're like,
Ratchet-
wait, did I
Ratchet told me,
have
like-
that?
Interestingly, even though
Totally
double
did
jump is supposed to give you an advantage, it actually hindered you because you weren't able to complete the sorceress, which means you were essentially
true, dude.
locked out of Agent 9's lab unless you collected 1,400 gems. Which,
So-
well,
so-
obviously after you got knocked out of the sorcerer the
need to-
first time, that was already
I
off.
need to ask, like Charity, did you just sacrifice your run just to show off warp? Was that the
No,
plan?
I only did Spider-Town boss.
Oh, you didn't
Oh,
do
I
warp. I thought you
see.
did warp. I thought
Yeah,
that's what.
no, I didn't do that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Although I do need to practice my 149 egg runs because I failed Panda Auto Scroller and
Yeah.
Snakes 3 times each.
Did ya? Ah, shit. I failed Nancy, and after I screw up, I went to Sunrise Spring just to show off, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to do this Sunrise, the Sunny Villa proxy. Like, we'll see if I can get it or not. And then I got first try, and that was amazing, dude.
Hmm.
Well, I would just like to point out, TK, you sniped me at just the right time for a Bentley egg.
Which one? Which one?
Buy Bentley with 20 eggs. You sniped me
Oh,
at
I
just the right
told
moment.
you, Rashid. I told
Like,
you I should
if
do
you-
that first. Yeah.
I was
Alright.
literally just about to buy Bentley.
Yeah.
Alright.
no.
Any
gamers.
sooner or any
Yeah,
later,
what's up? What's
and
up, Luca?
everything would have been fine.
Alright,
Hello,
gamers,
Luca. Sorry about
that was a great race. Don't worry about the save state. It was still a
Thanks,
fun
guys.
race. It was a great showing of Spyro Free Bingo. We can definitely still all tell that it's a bit rough around the edges, but the idea is there,
Yeah.
and the will to make it better is there, and that's the most important part. So we are going to speed it a bit along. So thank you so much for playing. Nitro Wed, thank you so much for commentating. I know it wasn't necessarily in your ballpark because it is like a completely new thing, but I'm glad
It
you
was
guys
fun.
came out for that. Yeah,
That
definitely.
was good.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
thank
thank
you
you
for
guys for
having
having us in
Thanks
this.
for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having it.
Yeah, of course.
We'll definitely, like, if you guys do another one, we'll definitely be part of it if you guys want to.
Oh, of course, we'll definitely see that next year. But for now, we got Spyro Free any percent going up
Oh.
next, and we got Lucas
Can we
Quiz
stop
Corner.
streaming? Stop streaming?
Yeah, you guys can go. We got Spyro Free Quiz Corner right after any percent,
Alright.
so stick around for that. Yep, good job, lads.